Hello everyone, welcome to the GetHelp 3.4.1 video on analytics. I hope you're as excited as I am to dive into this today. We will cover the analytics area at a more higher level and just watch for supporting documentation that will go into detail about each of the reports and the customization that you have available to you. So I'm going to go ahead and start by clicking on Analytics. It's in your upper left-hand corner of your toolbar. Once you come in, you'll get to see that there are 8 canned reports for the admin and technician views. And these reports will capture metrics on areas such as ticket creation, average open times, and resolutions based on areas such as technician, site, and even problem types. The analytics page has an extensive customization piece as well as capability to save your specified field sets to quickly access in the future. So let's go ahead and dive in. Next to analytics, I will select the drop down for please select a report. And here's where you'll get to see the start of our canned reports. Again, there are 8, so system reports. I have reports based on average open time, maybe resolution time, some total created tickets by product type as well as site, some daily reports based off technician created as well as daily tickets resolved, and so forth. You'll notice I have something that says My Reports as well. I have the capability to, once I've ran a report and done my customization and set up my filters, I can save my reports to then come to them later for a quicker kind of access. So I'm going to start by selecting Total Created Tickets by Site. Now just a note about this specific report since we're looking at it, this is a report where it will display all of the sites that are associated to tickets within your GetHelp application. We'll see what that looks like a little bit more shortly. The next piece I need to do is specify the date range. If I have a specific date range, so maybe I want to know for just the month of June, or maybe I want to know for the first quarter, so I could do January through March. But based on whatever my quarter would look like, right? I can specify that here. I can also do a couple of time frame options. Actually, there's more than a couple. As you can see, I could do just today. I could even do yesterday. And as you see here, I could even say last month. So if it was last month, I could specify that. But I'm going to go ahead and select all time just to see what kind of information I can get in my training database. Next to that, you'll notice a green button here that says Run. When I click on Run, it will produce my data set within a grid here, as you see. Over to the far right, let's take a look. In my first column, I have site name. Site name is exactly that. It displays those sites that have been applied to a ticket within your GetHelp application. So you'll see here, if you're familiar with us in our training site, Learning Campus has one. And I have some that maybe have not been associated yet to a site. So it may be something I see here, I need to go in there and see why this specific ticket was not associated to a site. In the second column, you'll see total count of tickets. And this will display the total quantity of tickets that have my site associated with it. So here I have one for Learning Campus, and then I have a grand total of 60 right here. So this is a great way to kind of extract the information to be able to kind of start maybe pulling some metrics. Now I will tell you how you can extract. If you see right above, I have export. I can print. I can export to a CSV, an Excel, to a PDF, and even to an image. So quite a few options when we speak about exporting. I'm currently in the grid view, but I can alter my view. Maybe I want to see it in a more visual way. I can choose a column, even a bar graph, maybe even a pie. Now if I have multiple values, I can specify multiple values here as well. Let's first click on column. So now I get to see my information in a column view here, as you can see. Over to the right, you'll see that there's some options that I have here. I have site name. If you remember, that was my first column. I have a little gearbox that says, if I hover, it tells me click to filter. So if I select that, I can choose which fields I want to see. Maybe I do not need to see that specific field that said blank, so I can let that be. I can look at filtering by labels as well as values, and I can even do a sort of, A to Z and Z to A. Once I have everything set, I can click on Apply. And now you see that I only have 2 options. My blank one has been removed. Over to the right as well, that top of my header, you'll also see that I have Click to Open Fields. When I select that, you see that I have some now options with my fields. Drag and drop fields to arrange. So I can arrange my fields as I'd like to see them. Add calculated values. I can update my rows as well as my columns. So you just have quite a few options here that I suggest you kind of come in and take a look at and play around yourself. So I'm going to say cancel for now. But as you see here, I've been able to really look at already some ways to start customizing this report of mine. I also have the capability to come over here and format my cells. So I'm going to select that. And I can specify, choose which value. So maybe I want to say my ticket count. And when I'm in my grid, let's say I want the text alignment to be maybe to the left. I can also do some kind of decimal separators. If there's currency involved, I can update that. So there's quite a few options here depending on your report that you're currently viewing. So I'll go ahead and say apply. Also, under format, you can complete conditional formatting. Just click on that plus sign and it's going to update the information where you can specify the values as well as then the formatting that you want for specific values. So definitely come in here, take a look at conditional formatting. It's going to be just another way to add some maybe visual indicators on your reports as well. Now remember we said we could save these reports. The way you can save your reports is actually that same green button that you see run. If you select the down arrow, you see I have the option for save as. When I select that, I'll need to name my report. So I'll say Steph's total created tickets by site. And I may already have one, so I'll just say 2. And I'll click save. And it even tells me, I love that little toaster pop-up, it was successful. Another way I can verify if it was successful is I'm going to go to my total created tickets by site drop down. And now below, I did have one previously. I have my secondary one that's, here's my -2. So if I were to come in, and I can even select my other one that I had previously and say run. And you'll see my original one was in a grid format. Let's see. If I select my secondary, click on run, and it has my information here for my 2. If you notice now my column is in the total count of tickets is left versus right, if you remember that. Well everyone, there will be additional information about each of our reports for you on the Support Center. There's a lot of great information and kind of some general steps to get to where you need to customize and then save your own reports as you see here. So please look for that information in our Support Center, and I really look forward to hopping on another session with you all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.